Perhaps I should feel some twinge of guilt at all I have done, but I've had little time for scruples. It was once an honor to be entombed within these ancient catacombs, but centuries have passed, and now only the brave or foolhardy walk these tunnels. Perhaps I'm the last living soul here, although I'm far from alone. This is not my story, although I am the architect of what transpires. A conspirator in the ruination that threatens the heretic kingdoms, and the most unlikely of alliances that might yet save us all. And mas inca sera til banana.
Thou summons me. What is thy pact?
I seek only that we shall both survive.
Thou hast a liar's tongue, and cannot be trusted.
I do not ask you to trust me, nor should you. I would betray you without hesitation, if I deemed it necessary. But we are fortunate, you and I. We have the same enemies. Our only hope lies in partnership, which is precisely why I have summoned you here, demon. You were summoned without a pact, so whichever soul you devour will now bind you to a path beyond anyone's control. Choose wisely, demon. Evia, the daughter of fire, a princess of the Imperial Gerulian Empire. She would have been God Empress if she had not rebelled. She died on the Reliquary Crusade 3 centuries ago. I don't know how. A mage with incredible potential. She had not only harnessed the elemental power of flame, but also learned the mysterious ways of the Sand Mage. Choose Evia if you wish to harness the arcane powers of a mage. Jaska, the Wild Boar. A great hero in our native land of Corwin. He fell in battle over a decade ago in the accession wars against the wolf tribes of Temuria. A hunter, a loner, and an unparalleled archer. He also dabbled in the skills of an undead slaver. Choose Jaska if you wish the mobility and deadly aim of one of the greatest archers I have ever known. Calig. They called him the Bandit King, a warrior and a mercenary. He led the Guild of Steel in Thal. Sadly for Calig, he trusted his own son a little more than he could afford. Some called him a barbarian, but few lived who did so. Choose Calig if you wish the might and fortitude of a great warrior.
My own son a traitor. Nemec! I shall have my vengeance.
I require thy soul. Thou hast no further need of it. That soul is mine!
The agony is unbearable! Curse you, demon!
Very well, the die is cast.
I live?
In a sense, you and the demon are one now. In truth, I do not know what that will mean.
Thy soul is mine to command!
You overrate your powers, demon, and underestimate Calig's. Your fate and his are now bound together, as is my own. Now make haste to the city of Thal that lies above this crypt. A cenotaph can transport you there. Our fates are bound together, demon, Either we shall find a way to survive together, or we shall both surely perish.
Thou threatens me?
No. Something far more dangerous than I threatens us all. Join me in the Tholian Arcanum as soon as you can. We have much to discuss.
Thou shalt face me now!
What have you done to me, demon?
Thou art returned from death to do my bidding.
No demon commands me.
Thou art mistaken. Pathetic! I shall handle this myself. Already dead.
Do I have to do everything myself?
I shall show thee true power. This must be the cenotaph the hooded man spoke of. Its power reaches shadow. There is much I might do here. This cenotaph is erected upon the graves of many dead mortals. It shall be easy to gate-weave back to this place, should I find another such monument. And I sense a gate here already. The hooded man's work, mayhap. It must be the way out he mentioned.
This challenge needs a stronger warrior.
This place.
Do not order me, demon. You're in my town now, Thal, the city of outcasts. We must find my son. I have unfinished business with Nemec.
Pathetic! I shall handle this myself. More!
Perched atop an ancient stone plateau, amidst the red sands of the Outlands, lies the city of Thal. Centuries ago, it was a major garrison for the Gerulian Empire, and there may even have been a settlement prior to this era. These days, Thal is a city of thieves and outcasts. Fugitives of all kinds come here to avoid complications in neighboring nations. Not everyone in Thal has a price upon his head, but no one who dwells here is innocent. The Guild of Steel like to call themselves mercenaries, protecting the few caravans that ply their trade across the desert. Yet those that do not pay for their protection find the Guild equally adept at brigandage. The Guild of Silk call themselves merchants, and do indeed sell all manner of goods and trinkets, though it is best not to ask them from whence they came. A vast stone gate is all that remains of the barbican that once defended these walls. Now, it guards the city of Thal once more from the horde of nomads that besiege it. For 3 years, I have been hiding here amid the detritus of the heretic kingdoms. But it is only a matter of time before my former allies locate me. and I am running out of places to hide.
My hometown. I'll do the talking here. I do not need yours or anyone else's permission to return to my city, Duke.
Calic, I thought you were... besiege without civil war breaking out inside the walls.
We're under attack?
Aye, nomads under the command of some Taimurian exile. But the city has stood for centuries, and it will not fall under my watch. I'll be keeping an eye on you, Calic.
What an honor.
Te-ma al-Ortas.
I'm coming, Nemec. Papa's home.
Faked your own death, eh? Didn't think you had it in you.
Some days, I surprise even myself.
How can I help?
Where is Nemec now? We have unfinished business.
He rarely leaves the Guild of Steel since seizing control from you. By the engraved pattern of two entwined serpents on the hilt and blade.
Returning your sword is a fair price for getting me back into my guild. Consider it done.
You have questions?
do everything myself.
My friend sells excellent weapons at great prices. You'll find him near the Guild of Steel.
Pathetic! I shall handle this myself.
Wonder who has a key for the Arcanum. This challenge needs a stronger warrior.
Ask me no questions. I shall tell thee no lies. Dost thou accept this pact?
Aye.
Excellent. The first pact is made. Take this and pour it upon the boxes outside the Guild of Steel. I sense your thoughts. It is the supplies for the Guild of Steel. But thou hast already thought of punishing these traitors. Dost thou accept this pact?
Aye.
Excellent. The second pact is made. Fare thee well, cousin.
Thou shalt know despair.
It is done. Thou completed thy pact. Fare thee well, cousin.
Anyone seen a key lying around the place? Or a lever? Do I have to do everything myself? This challenge needs a... They sealed the cellar. The only way out is upstairs. Traitors! Death awaits you!
Pathetic! I shall handle this myself. Thou shalt never overcome me.
Do I have to do everything myself?
Father, but you're dead.
I hear that a lot. Now we can do this the bloody way, or you can surrender now.
Darmok, my Duke!
Hold, Calig. This shall not be resolved like this in my city. Anmar al-Ortas.
Happy to kill you instead, Duke.
But that wouldn't help you now, would it? According to guild law, whomever bears the signet of steel is in command. And I don't see a ring on your finger, Calig. Now, if you should track down Nemec and reacquire the signet ring, well, then I'd have no choice but to accept you as the leader of the Guild of Steel again. Until that happens, I suggest you busy yourself with other things.
It is unwise to vex me, Duke.
Take this key and go to the Arcanum to the northwest of the market. The mage there may help you scry Nemec's location, for I certainly will not.
You must accept this purse of coins with my thanks.
The sword is easily worth 500 to you.
I must have it. Here, take your money and give it to me. Please, ask your questions.
This one's mine. Leave him to...
Weapons, armor.
Save your patter for the wayfarers, Morphew.
Colleague, always a pleasure.
Surely, my friend, you tire of trawling the sea. Look no further.
I shall show thee true power.
We're here. Where is my son?
I expected you sooner.
Thou art fortunate we came at all.
We? Already your captive soul changes you. It will be interesting to see how this develops.
Cut out your irritating asides, or I shall cut you to the gizzard.
Your understanding of human anatomy is flawed, but I take your point. My name is Krenz. Until recently, I was the High Sage of the Pentanera, the secret council behind the Inquisition, the most powerful institution in the heretic kingdoms.
But you chose to betray us.
Unfortunate timing? I can remedy this, but you must defend me for a moment. Ilbara Aka Ilbara Aka Ashiina Intara Ilbara Serat. Seratinka. Ashiina Inkaha Ilbara Serat. Seratinka.
I have to do everything myself.
Ashmas Inka Silvara Serat.
You dare!
Ashmas Inka Silvara Serat. Ilbara Aka Anna. Arabara Sephra Ashia Kantat.
You have my gratitude, but time is short. It will not be bound for long.
I will implant a memory suggesting I fled towards the burning wall. You will forget this meeting as soon as I release it, I'm afraid.
There's no way to liberate me?
Its death would free you, but I am reluctant to lose my only ally.
I can't say I'm keen on that plan either.
I'll transfer this enchantment to your mind. You may get an opportunity to sever the connection from the inside. Although without a new host, your soul will perish.
I'll pick my moment carefully.
You must leave now. I cannot hold it much longer.
Valkyrin and Evandra suspect. They will return to Thal shortly.
Then I must be going. Farewell, Carissa. I hope we shall meet again. Now, where were we?
That woman. She was a demon like myself.
Carissa's soul has indeed been stolen by a devourer. Yet you are not like that demon. It may have but one soul in its possession. I do not know what will happen to you as you acquire more souls. But if we are fortunate, it will only serve to grow your power further. What else do you want to know?
Who is this Carissa?
High Preceptor of the Pentanera. Her task was to recruit mages into the Order of the Veil.
Was?
If there are any mages left who have not been recruited to the Order, they have been slain. Only Temuria and the Sura clans have not been brought under its wing. Every living human mage in the heretic kingdoms is a member of the Order, or are fleeing from it, like me. You have more questions?
Who are this Valkyrin and Evandra the woman spoke of?
Two other members of the Pentanera. Baron Evandra is High Executioner, and devoted to his duty. Evandra's dedication makes him particularly dangerous to us, since he will certainly not be turned to our side. He and Lord Valkyrin used to be enemies, but circumstances have changed now that Valkyrin's mother has returned. Valkyrin himself is High Inquisitor, tasked with eradicating all religious practice. The Inquisition is far from its ideals these days, however, and from his too, for that matter. What else do you want to know?
Who is Valkyrin's mother? Why is she important?
Lady Mara, the founder of the Order of the Veil. She created the Pentanera and the Inquisition, and was High Magus until her death. The demon that controls Mara's soul now controls the Inquisition. If we can't find a way to defeat her, we are all doomed. What else do you want to know?
Thou art pursued. How wilt thou escape from Thal?
Not a problem for me. Far tougher for you, I'm afraid. Take this. It will open a path into the deeper catacombs. There is a path out of Thal that way, although it will not be easy.
How did you come to possess a catacomb key?
It scarcely matters.
I demand to know.
I decline to answer. I will meet you outside the city if all goes well.
And if it does not?
Try to remain optimistic. What else do you want to know?
Where art Nemec?
Kalik's son? Darmok sent him far from here.
I must find him. He has the signet of steel.
Thy concerns are of no consequence, barbarian.
Don't you dare call me that, demon.
Calm yourselves. And remember, it was you who asked about Nemec, demon.
Aye. What hast thou done to me?
Not easy to separate your desires from those of your captive souls, is it? Accept your uneasy alliance. It will be easier for us all. As for Nemec, I can trace his whereabouts, given time. Leave this with me, Kaling. I shall not forget. What else do you want to know?
Thou art exceptionally irritating, mortal.
You're not exactly a paragon of manners yourself. Fortunately, we do not need to like each other to be allies.
Else thee would have no allies.
Indeed. You have more questions? I will be watching the Skull Gate for you.
If this is a trap.
Believe me, if I intended you harm, I would scarcely have waited this long to act. Don't worry about me, worry about Valkyrin and Evandra. Now go, while you still can.